If you need to exchange anything like that, we'll do that after I turn off the recording. I am also recording to the cloud. All right. Today's date is September 14th, 2021. In Motley County, Texas, I call cause number 2314 in the interest of Gabriel Rogelio Rivera. What says the state?
David DeSoto, present and ready, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Present by telephone is Leanne Moreno. Are you ready to proceed, Moreno?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Also present by telephone is Gabriel Rivera. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. DeSoto, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would call Miss Leanne Moreno.
Ms. Moreno, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, Mr. DeSoto, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Could you please state your name for our court record?
It's Leanne Marino.
Okay. And are you the mother of the child Gabriel Rivera?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. And how old is Gabriel?
He is 18.
Okay. And is the father of Gabriel also named Gabriel Rivera?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And to your knowledge, is the father, Mr. Gabriel Rivera, present with us in the virtual courtroom today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is it correct that we are here today to discuss a cost incurred by you due to medical care for your child, Gabriel Rivera?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And is it correct that medical care was orthodontic work that was done on the child, Gabriel Rivera?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can you explain for the court what that work was that was done on him?
Okay. He had an overbite and he was self-conscious that because his teeth didn't sit the way they were supposed to, and they had to do work on them.
Okay. And did they put braces in?
Yes, sir, they did.
Okay. And when was this surgery done?
It was in the office. The one that he went to, it's called Wentz, and he had braces put there.
Okay. And when did he have the braces put in at Wentz?
Let me see. I think it was like 2-3 years ago, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Do you want an actual date or?
Well, yes. Well, let me ask you. Was this medical?
Go ahead.
Was this procedure done on or around August 31st of 2016?
It sounds about right. Hold on. Let me get my records real quick because I didn't pull them out when I needed it. Whenever I first started it, it was sometime in August in 2016.
Okay. All right. And I want to go back to a prior order that was entered in this court. Do you recall a support order that was entered in this court from March of 2016?
What do you mean?
Okay, so do you recall an order that was done in child support court, a child support order for the child Gabriel? You went to court and there was an order entered that ordered things such as support order, child support, and arrearage that was done and signed by the judge in June of 2016?
Honestly, I don't remember. Are you his lawyer or what? Or are you the court
General's
lawyer?
office, ma'am.
Okay. I'm just wondering because
This is not the
remember
time, ma'am, this is not the time for you to ask questions. Go ahead, Mr. Dis-
okay.
Okay. And so you do not recall this order from 2016?
If offhand, no.
Okay.
But then again, it might be in there and I didn't see it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go back to that procedure that was done. Do you recall how much that procedure cost in total that was done on your child, Gabriel?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you please tell the court how much that was?
Yes, sir. It was $6,080.00.
Okay. And is it true that you provided the Attorney General's office a letter from the C. Edwin Wentz DDS dentist office in connection with that surgery?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Your Honor, I would ask that the court take judicial notice of a letter that is attached to the petition, and it is dated July 29th, 2020, and it is a letter from Wentz Orthodontist explaining the total cost of the procedure and the payments made.
I take judicial notice of the contents of the court's file, which include the pleadings and any attachments thereto,
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
as well as the previous orders.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. And Ms. Moreno,
Yes.
is it correct that you made an initial down payment on that procedure of $500?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and is it correct that you made subsequent payments on this surgery until it was paid in total?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that was totaling the $6,580, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall how long it took you to pay that off?
Let's see, it was 16, 17, 18. On February the 1st, 2019 is my last payment.
Okay, all right. And did you provide a record of that cost to Mr. Rivera?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, and did you ask Mr. Rivera to reimburse you for half of the amount owed?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, do you recall when you asked him to do that?
I had sent him a certified letter, sir.
Okay, and did you also provide a copy of that certified return to the Attorney General's office?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and has Mr. Rivera reimbursed you for any of the cost?
No, sir, he hasn't.
Okay, and do you know why?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. All right, and is it true that you obtained a letter in April of 2021 from Dr. Wentz's office?
Obtain. Not in what? In 2016, sir?
No. In April of 2021, do you recall a letter from Dr. Wentz's office explaining the procedure that was done?
Oh, yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay. And did you provide a copy of that?
I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
And Your Honor, a copy of that letter is also was attached to the petition from Dr. Wentz's office.
I've taken judicial notice of that.
Thank you, Your Honor. And this procedure that was done on your son, do you believe it was in your child's best interest to have this work done?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Before the procedure was done, did Mr. Rivera, the father, did Mr. Rivera know that the work was going to be done?
At the beginning of it, no. It was I told him afterward.
Okay.
Whenever he had his braces on, because that's when I had asked the child support to review his case. And at that time, I didn't know how to go about it until after that. To review his case to see if I could at least get $20 more to pay on his braces for the month. Because at that time, they were cutting my hours at work. But I don't know what happened or what, that it got denied or it didn't go through. And from there, they did another order form or the court order thing, and so I didn't do it didn't get, I think it was denied or something like that. So then later on, when they told me what I had to do, and that's when I did all of this.
Okay. All right. And is there anything else that you would like the judge to know that I have not asked you?
No, sir, there's not.
Okay. And what you are asking for today is a reimbursement of 50% of that cost. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Judge, I would pass the witness.
Mr. Rivera, do you have any questions you want to ask her?
So I'm a little confused on the dollar amount because
I'm sorry,
Is
what's
it
the question?
I'm really confused on the dollar amount that she had to pay. So was it $6,580 or $6,080?
Do you know which one, Ms. Moreno?
That's what I'm looking at right now, ma'am. With the 500 that I put down, it's the 6580. The amount that I gave y'all, I did not include the 500. Does that make sense? If you look on the records that I sent y'all, it has where the 500 was taken out. No, wait. No, it's the 6,080. Sorry. Hello, are y'all there?
Yes, we're listening.
Okay, sorry. No, it's the 6,080.
Okay.
Any other questions, Mr. Rivera?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Moreno, that you want me to know?
No, ma'am, that's it.
All right, Mr. DeSoto, you may call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would call Mr. Gabriel Rivera.
Mr. Rivera, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. DeSoto.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Mr. Rivera, could you please state your name for our court record?
It's Gabriel Ochoa Rivera.
Okay. And Mr. Rivera, are you the father of Gabriel Rivera, the child in this case?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And Gabriel Rivera, the child, is 18. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And are you familiar with the orthodontic work that was done on Gabriel Rivera?
I am now. I was not at the time.
Okay. And do you recall being provided a letter with the costs associated with the surgery on Gabriel?
I remember receiving a letter. I do not have that letter. I moved in that time when I was served that letter, but I do recall that there was the payment schedule that she had made, and then that he had received braces for a slight overbite or underbite. I don't recall.
Okay. And do you believe that you? Well, is it correct that you don't believe you should be responsible for the half the costs associated with that surgery? Is that correct?
Well, my understanding is by law, or the Attorney General Division, and me having to pay the, it needs to be a medical reason why. And I don't believe this is a medical reason. I believe that everybody has an overbite or an underbite. I mean, I have one. You bite your mouth down. We all have one. My kids that felt that they needed braces paid for their own braces. They got jobs and did it on their own. So, yeah, I really don't feel like I need to pay for something that was never discussed prior to even doing it.
Okay. Is there any other anything else that I have not asked you that you feel the court should know?
I don't believe so. No, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, I would pass the witness.
All right. Ms. Moreno, do you have any questions you want to ask him?
No, sir. No, ma'am, that's it.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? Let's have closing.
Yeah, Judge, I would just like a brief close. Your Honor, I would just call to the court's attention. I know the court has taken judicial notice of the prior order from 2016. I would just ask the court to note in that prior order from 2016, on page 7 of that document, there is under the additional healthcare expenses under paragraph 1, there is a statement, any reasonable and necessary healthcare expenses of the child, including vision, dental, and added into that sentences and orthodontic expenses that are not reimbursed by insurance. And these expenses were not reimbursed by insurance, and that cost was totally incurred by Ms. Moreno, and that would be my close, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Moreno, from your point of view, what do you want me to do?
I would like for him to pay half. And the only reason he didn't know in the beginning is because he did not communicate with me throughout the years. The only time we communicated was there in your office or here in Motley County at the courthouse. That's
right.
pretty much about it.
Mr. Rivera, from your point of view, what would be fair for me to do?
I can't tell you that, ma'am. You're the judge, unfortunately. I'm sorry to put you in that position. I've always paid my child support. I've always done what was right. I just wish I would have been notified rather than being blindsided after the fact that I've already paid my child support for 18 years. I think this is a desperate attempt just to get more money out of me. And quite honestly, I don't have it. I'm struggling. My wife has cancer. We're dealing with all kinds of medical issues. And so I don't know what else to say, to be quite honest. So.
All right. Thank you all. Based on the testimony and evidence before me, then the prior orders do indicate that Mr. Rivera is responsible for half of any reasonable and necessary dental expenses. I'm granting judgment against Mr. Rivera and in favor of the Attorney General's office for $3,290, which is half of the total orthodontics bill to be paid at $225 per month starting September 1st of 2021. Excuse me, October 1st.
Your Honor, can we discuss the dollar amount again, please? What did she pay out? I thought it was $6,080.
And the $500 deductible. Or the $500
So it was,
down payment. I'm going by the dentist records, not her testimony. If you look
okay.
at the full treatment contract, it does, it's in my copy, it's very fine print, but it does say the total is $6,580. So I'm dividing that by 2. That's
Okay.
$3,290.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
And
I do
want
not
to
have that
compliment
paperwork.
you, Mr. Rivera. I do see that you have paid your other child support arrears in person, in full, and I want to compliment you on your efforts to support Gabriel Rogelio, your son, and it is appreciated. It is noted.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. DeSoto is going to prepare that order for my signature, and I'm going to sign it. There is a period of 3 business days during which anybody can request a new hearing. If you do that, you get a new hearing in front of the district judge, Judge Smith, and he would start over and hear from you both again and make his own decision. But if nobody does that, this order starts to become final, and you should both get copies in the mail or by email within about 2 weeks. If you don't get your copy, call the Lubbock Rural AG's office and remind them to send you one. All right, I'm going to turn off the recording